I find a lot of teachers right now saying, I just wish I knew. Like, I just wish I knew school's going to open in the fall, or I just wish I knew we're going to do the parade, or I just wish. And it's impossible to know that, right?
Impossible. So much uncertainty right now. Yeah.
And so I had a colleague of mine who said, we have to have an increased exponential tolerance for ambiguity, right?
I love it.
Because
I love it.
that's what's going to happen for the next number of
Yeah.
months as we move through
Yeah.
this.
Well described. Well described. Yeah. And like I said, the uncertainty is anxiety provoking in and of itself. I don't think that for me in my lifetime, I don't think I've experienced quite this level of uncertainty globally, anyway. So we can allow ourselves to live with the uncertainty and welcome the opportunities that come with it and the blessings, or we can, it's our perspective, our perception, right, of the uncertainty. Do we have lemons or do we make the lemonade, out of the situation? I'm just so encouraged by all the creative videos and discussions and the vitality that's come out of this. That's been very exciting for me to connect with. So that's true, and I think what you brought up an example of them conducting a symphony that they've always wanted to conduct and haven't done it. And this is their opportunity to do some out of the box things, and be as creative as they want to be and dare to be, And that could only have a positive ripple effect for their students too, and maybe they can incorporate their students in all of that in some way, and have the students teach them something. They'll sit back and allow them to create. And it's very exciting.
I've been fascinated with TikTok and how many kids are getting their parents to do a dance in the kitchen and put it on a video. And so talk about physical activity, escaping in the music, and working with your family. I mean, those are just great memories that probably in the normal everyday world wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I think I've listened to more podcasts than I have ever have in my lifetime. Hidden Brain, have you ever listened? Isn't that wonderful
Very
stuff?
Good. Yep.
One video that I think would be really cool for everybody, if you haven't seen it, is The Great Realization. Did I tell you about this? Oh man, that's some beautiful, beautiful stuff. A guy from England that did a poem and then a video connected the poem. I loved it. And I thought it was very creative, very well done, very inspiring. Lots of inspiring things have been happening from this.
Yeah, and if you've been watching this series of leadership lessons, it ties in very nicely with what Frank Crockett talked about, getting back to normal, and how maybe we don't want to get back to normal, maybe we want to get back to what's better. And that might be a healthy perspective to have too. So,
or not even need to get back, but it's just about moving forward in some way, with a new way of being. And I think that's the blessing in all of this, is that it is causing us to reset, and for me to rethink my values and how I spend my time with my family and other people in my life, and what's the priority. Why are we here on this planet? And one of the quotes that I leave with students is that, you weren't an accident. You weren't mass produced. You aren't an assembly line product. You were deliberately planned, specifically gifted, on this planet. There's a reason that we're all here. We have a purpose. And I think it's about getting back to our core self, instead of the stuff and the busyness and the chaos and all that.